Hey, hey, hey. I know, don't be like that. Don't be that way, guys. I know I have not shown my face in a little while. And please, please, please forgive me. But I had to take some time, some me time for a minute and, just sit back and reflect on some things and calculate some things and whew. So I'm back. Hey. And I hope you miss me. But I want to first come on right now and just first, just give a little moment of silence for so many people that we have lost just recently. You know what I'm saying? And we have a young lady who was, murdered by her man, her lover, and I grew up with her. We weren't girlfriends. We didn't hang out like that, but I knew her and we knew each other. We would speak and things like that. And him, he, I know him close knitted because for the sake of a child, I know him through that. I'm gonna put that like that. And it's crazy to me, folks. Real talk. It's crazy to me how you loving someone and then you turn around and you want to erase their life for what? Like real talk, what does that do for you? What kind of sense does that make? That you really would be willing to give up your everything for an individual because they want to walk away or they are tired. They don't want to be bothered with the mess you bringing or whatever you done, and they move on. What is the problem with saying, wow, let me own that, apologize for what I've done, and give you time to heal, and hopefully we can be in one another's graces again someday. How about that? Like, I don't get it. How do we go around doing half of the things we do out here, and especially when it comes to man versus a woman, and because she's tired of whatever you doing, you want to get that angry that you would want to hurt her? Come on now. You already probably did enough damage and everything you done for her to walk away. And that's vice versa. It's not just about women, but I'm talking about a sister, a young lady who lost her life because of some male who couldn't take whatever the heck the situation was, or whatever kicked off to make you get to that level of anger that you would want to erase this person for what? And I'm quite sure he is somewhere really processing what did I do. And it saddens my heart because I can go back to another journey of two people I knew, and nobody would have ever seen that coming either. And all I could do was hurt for both people at right there at that moment, because I know after you come down off of that whatever you on, and you realize what you done cannot be reversed, it cannot be repaired, it cannot be to a place where you can do a moment of forgiveness or atonement to this person, is done. I know that other party has to wake up feeling like, whoa, what did I do? Where did people, people, come on now, real talk. We really have to control ourselves. We're so busy trying to gain control over someone else, trying to make them conform to what you want them to do, because you too little and too afraid to step up and grow up within your own self. Because when you grow up in yourself, you don't want to control. You don't want to make a person do what you want them. You don't want them to conform to what you build one another up is what you should be doing. Especially if it's a man out here doing this to women. Real talk. Your job was to nurture her, protect her, do whatever as a man. Like, we got to own our stuff, people, and we got to step up. This is ridiculous. I'm upset. I'm real upset about this because it's ridiculous. And then we have another one over here that's like family, that's connected to my child. This man, I understand this baby was walking to the store, coming back, just say hello, and now he's gone. because you out here at someone else and you just aiming your arrows and doing whatever you doing any and anywhere, and I can. That's crazy. You don't even know how to land your own target. Like, what is that? When you out here playing Wild Wild West and you not even landing your target. Maybe that's a wake-up call for you, but don't hit any and everybody because they don't have anything to do with that. 9 times out of 10, whatever you going after them for probably really don't have nothing to do with you. Neighborhood rivalries for some beef that happened 40, 50 years ago that you don't know what part of the story you'd have heard. It's been sliced and diced and cut so many times that you won't know one inkling of the truth in it, but you riding with something that you won't ever gain stakes to, a neighborhood. And then we losing our youth out here. But when it comes down to our brothers, our men, our supposed to be protectors, our supposed to be, you supposed to be our kings, our protectors, our supporters, our nurturers. And you out here breaking them down, cursing them out, disrespecting them, talking about doing this, and then you damn well you threaten them or even killing them. For what? Because they got tired of the same old, same old? Because they got tired of being misidentified, misused, abused, unappreciated, or whatever the hell you dare up lack of doing in that relationship, because it's a lack somewhere for them to want to walk away, or just enough is way too much at this point, and they gotta roll. I mean, but you gotta sit down. We have to we gotta own our stuff. If you did it, you did it. Admit it. Like, come on now, so you could grow. I did something. I had to say I did that. If I say something out the way, or I pop off with one of my kids, I gotta come back and say, "Hey, ho, I apologize. I'm something like, yeah, I'm over here right now, and I'd have misplaced that and threw it at you, and I truly apologize." Like, you gotta own it, and then do right by it. That's all. I'm like, it's just crazy to me that how people just expect people to sit around and tolerate your half-ass giving, your anything you throwing. Like, who cares? Who has time for that? Because 9 times out of 10, the people that's giving you this nice kind or whatever, they've already been where you are. They've already been hurt, used, abused, misused, mistreated, whatever the case may be. They see your pain. They see your situation. You've heard me say this 1,000 times. But it's no, come on now. Come on now. This is really bothering me because we have children. Now I got to look up over this all because, and the thing that kills me the most, folks, excuse me, I'm everywhere because this really, really bothers me. The thing that gets me the most, right, is how is it that it's usually the doer? I don't care what the situation is. Like, they'll do whatever to you and then turn around and act like they'll turn around and act like they're the victim in it. Or either they do stuff to you and then they get pissed off with you because, hey, enough is enough. I can't even get to where I'm going because I'm just so blown, because the thing that blew my mind was because my son's brother, if this makes sense, it's my son's brother's family. He lost his cousin. Just a crossfire situation, whatever what I'm getting, and I'm not going to run around with that. The boy lost his life, and from what I get, he did not deserve it. I don't think anybody deserves that, because half of the time beefs are not really that serious to the point you got to be trying to hurt people to that level. So you got this innocent child that just left, and I hear 2 days later this sister just lost her life. And from what I'm just giving you little bits and pieces of a disagreement. If there was a disagreement of some kind, whoever was right or wrong in it, may their heart be their guide. All I'm saying is now that young lady is gone. and it's nothing that can come back from that. And her children have to know what. It's just too many things, all because we won't say, I'm wrong. I messed up. Let me do right by it. And I messed up. I made a mistake. I'm human. All I can tell you is I'm human. And guess what? I said I'm gonna own it. I did, and I apologize. I will do better. But if you don't give a person that opportunity to even see if they can do better, then who are you to decide they should be executed for it? Like, that is crazy. I'm gonna say, whew, Holy Spirit. Let me just say something real quick, y'all. My mind is truly blown. I'm just looking at how we are senselessly taking each other out like we are doing out here, and it's unnecessary. A lot of this is based on facts of people not knowing how to manage their own emotions, because you so full of your own mess or whatever you doing that got you so miserable out here walking around. You got to clean your own house out. You have to get down inside. You know what you harboring inside. You know exactly what's in there. Don't nobody know how deep the boogeyman live but you. So get down in there and get the gutting that thing out. But you can't keep taking your stuff out on other people and doing things to people and treating people a certain way, and then you want some type of respect for it. Come on now, you got to work on self. Stop trying to make people conform to your mess. I'm real talk, because half of this stuff is based on, especially with the domestic stuff, one person can't take in their effing up. You not gonna own the fact that you initiated this little thing you done. If they doing it too, because you started doing it first, which I'm gonna keep saying, two wrongs don't make it right. Okay. But at the end of the day, come on now. You know better, you do better. I got it. But you gotta give people some kind of opportunity to do better. You can't be so angry, you bow and they out of there. Like, come on now. It's just too much. It's too much. And it's crazy how we got to a point where the ones that's supposed to protect you are now the hunters too. That's sad. Real talk. And I'm really hurt because you got this little baby over here that lost his life. And then you got this woman over here that also lost her life. And both are based on people that either can't control their temper or either just being getwits, clicking on to some legendary thing you heard when it comes to these territorial neighborhoods and the mess they got going on. Not just balancing out your own emotions. That's crazy. Like, you got to get down in there for real. Clean your stuff up. Get inside yourself. Own what you did. Own yourself. Everybody, yeah, come on now. And then go back and do it right. Just get it right. But when you killing each other, you taking people's lives, you have no opportunity to even get what you wanted. If you wanted something, or you felt like you wasn't getting enough attention or affection in it, like you didn't even give it time to be blow new life into it, give it what it needs to be revibrated, to see if that'll come back to you. You just went on and took it out because you couldn't handle that they wasn't moving like you wanted them to. They didn't agree to what you were saying. They don't feel like being here having a conversation with you. They need space and some time. Because guess what? While you are now offended, that person may be wounded by something that you've done to them. So give them time to go heal. You understand? Like, you did enough damage. What do you want to cut them up? You cut them up enough. Now, whatever you done, you got to realize in relationships, people are not going to move the way you want them to move. If you really care for this person, stay in touch with whatever it was that made you fall in love with this person to begin with, okay? And hold on to those things, but know that we all have growth spurts and we're going to grow. And when you've done something, you wounded someone, they don't want you to pat them up and patch them up. Just move on and let me go and let me heal myself. Let me get what the healing I need, because obviously you don't know what that look like yourself. Let me acknowledge what it is, and I have to move on. And respectfully, if you cause some of the wounds, you better be able to stand there and understand that that person need to walk off right now and they need to heal. And while they doing that, you, the doer, should be in the mirror examining yourself and knowing that, hey, I inflicted some pain on that person. I did a lot of things that I shouldn't have done, but what's the reason and why am I doing it? Get with self. And get deep, deep, deep down in there. You hear me? Get deep down in there and gut it up out of you. Because they can't make it, people can't make you whole. They cannot make you really happy. They add to your happiness. You understand? Because happiness would be about, you're going to know. And some people in there every time, you're going to just know. Because it's a thing there that's you, only you know. And you know where I'm going with where I'm going. You know when you know. So, come on now. Real talk, people. We got to do better. This is so irritating. And guess what? They was giving out, y'all, I hope, did y'all hear this on the news? I mean, like this was a couple of years back. They were giving tickets so you can pay into going to what's that? Was it Mars? Another planet. Okay, I don't remember all that, but another planet. I'm like, damn, and you can only take one person with you. I think that was the deal. And I'm like, wow. I really would love to go head up there now. I would like to go anywhere if I gotta keep looking at the stuff that's going on down here. Real talk. And I'm just saying, yeah, if it's a whole bunch of people that's thinking like I'm thinking, we're going to have it up on another planet right now, okay? Yeah, this is crazy, though, because people always want to hurt the person or the people that won't allow them to hurt them anymore or manipulate them anymore or control them anymore or mistreat them anymore, blame them for everything, whatever the case may be. And we still can't go out and get mad enough to want to hurt them just because they walk away. If they walk away, they got to walk away. When you on the football field, and I don't even play football, I'm just going to put this out here. And I'm thinking of little ones, older ones, professional ones. When I speak on this, when you out there on that field, you running around, because I look at that as a very dangerous sport, because to human bodies moving at the speed that they can move, that is amazing to me. But just imagine, though, you're on a football field, you take that hit, boom. You get that hit, you get up. You got to catch your wind. You got to move around. You got to adjust yourself. You got to get yourself back in the game. Or either you got to what? Walk out. Because you got to go away. You got to sit down, or you got to go in the back and see the doctor. The same with people, their hearts, their feelings, their emotions, their thoughts, everything. We are different. So allow us to be different in our differentness. Because when you met me, I was different. When you met that person, they were different. When y'all attracted to one another, you knew it was something about them. It's always got to be something about them. Because if it ain't, then what the hell? What's the use? If it's nothing about you, then it's, hey, how you doing? We keep it moving. But we got to allow people we are flowers. We got to bloom in our own way. Real talk. So I'm just really, really, really so disappointed and so saddened to see, and angry at the same time, y'all. If that can, real talk, I'm pissed off, because what is it for? Communication is everything. Say what you need to say. Real talk. Get to where you need to go. Get down in there and work on some stuff. But don't do what we doing out here. You hurting each other. You erasing one another from the map, people. And it's not okay. Like, bro, we can't do that. And one thing I always say on some real stuff, and I'm real, yeah, I don't know. I'm a couple of things. I'm a couple of things, you guys, for real. But I'm a realist at all costs. I'm going to tell you that. And I keep it real simple. Damn near ebonics for you, okay? When it come to me. Don't do anything to me. Real talk now, that you cannot have me do back to you. That's one thing I'm going to tell you at the gate. Don't do anything to me you cannot have me do back to you. And treat me exactly the way you want me to treat you. And I think that's real simple math. Anybody can understand that. Okay? So, what? I keep it simple. But I'm not about to beat you down. If you need to walk off, walk off. Guess what? Maybe we both needed a timeout and somebody had to walk away. So let's do that. Let's go and evaluate self. We can get, however you want to break that down. Let's go evaluate ourselves and come back. And whether you be standing there when I get back or not, I better have done what I need to do and own what I got, identify within me what I need to identify with. And then say, okay, cool. And whatever, I pray that you can do the same thing. And we could come back and respectfully understand where we're standing. We have to realize that we can grow old in relationships also. And sometimes you feel like somebody doing something on you or they sneaking off on you. No. You're drifting away. And if you really want to be where you want to be, keep them fires rolling, people. Keep those spices in there. Dash that little hot stuff up in there. You know how to keep it popping. If it was something good you was eating, pop it like that and make it taste good, feel good, and go down good. How about that? But I'm just really sad. And when it comes down to our youth, I'm just done. It just blows my mind because the youth thing is really killing me. Like I said, it's starting out with this territorial stuff and nobody family owned no shared stakes or nothing in the goddamn territory that you're fighting for. You know, you can't even say my great granddaddy planted the first seeds down here and grew grass. It don't matter. Y'all don't own anything. So you out here fighting for some territory, for some beef or rivalry that two dudes probably had back in the freaking, I'm going to take it back. If it started back in the freaking 80s and you 13, 16, you wasn't even born back then. So what the hell do you have to do with any beef two dudes had that had the neighborhoods beefing until they both, you don't have, get out of that. That's not your business. You don't have nothing to do with that. And if everybody can just get that much in their head, I mean, come on, people. Then I see in the youth, like, half of them so scared, they just automatically, pow, look at them wrong. What? Pow. Come on. Half of them is scared. They can't even fight. They don't know how to box. They don't know how to do anything. Because half of us grew them up and put them in little things and did this little stuff and gave them these little computers and things to keep them halfway isolated and occupied. They ain't been out there to learn how to fight or box. When we were growing up, the young boys, they were all in boxing. They all had it. If you wasn't in it, you had family that taught you. And they did that. They boxed. They boxed until they couldn't box no more. They would hold each other up until they had to just call it throw in the towel and shake hands. But they sat down later. You would see them somewhere just enjoying themselves, conversing, complimenting each other on how they gave a good fight to one another. But they become brothers. We can't even do that because our young folks, half of them don't even know how to, they don't know how to fight. Half of them, I mean, and I don't condone violence or anything, but let me say this also. We could almost say, even in the poor man's land, they're privileged. Okay, because to a degree, we take them places. We always taking them, picking them up, whatever, you know, and they not out here navigating like we did, you know, because what we wanted to do, we got up and we did. We got on buses and caught trains and things like that. But this generation, they've been too close. You know, it's no survival really in them, and it's no fight in them. They're fearful off of everything. Everybody wants to look hard, but at the end of the day, jump, they don't even know what to do. Bam, there it is. Jump, poof, they gonna shoot you. That's crazy. I mean, that's crazy. Now you got jokers. I just saw the news this morning. I mean, y'all, this is a roller coaster for me, and I don't know. I'm just here. I'm just talking to you because these are the things that I've been sitting back like, wow. And I just been thinking. I'm like, this is crazy, man. Mind blowing. If I could go anywhere to get away from all of this, where would I go? That was my question to myself. And then I thought about, I don't know if it was Jupiter or Mars, whichever one of the planets they was talking about people can go to. They're learning now how to grow vegetation and things like that, out of water and stuff like that, so that food can be up there. And I was like, what? Like in my mind, I be like, damn, you can only take one person. Like, would I really want to go up there with one person and can't ever come back down to visit my family and my other loved ones? And I'm like, And then some days you just sit back and say, wow. And then, especially days if you and your family not even getting along, right? You could be like, I could go up that joke and start over. Cause it's crazy. We are losing our mind out here. We're losing our scruples. We gotta get ourselves together when it comes to this, because you can't just get pissed off with somebody and just shoot them because you're mad because they won't do what you want them to do. No. When something got you like an ant up your butt about what you want that person to do, take 3 looks at you and find 3 things you can do to better you. And if you work on those things, I bet you anything, your desire to make them do what you want them to do will lessen. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. If you taking just find 3 things while you so at them trying to make them do this your way, and why up, let me take 3 for me and go sit somewhere with self. Let me take 3 for me in the mirror. Go shut the bathroom door. What the heck is going on? Real talk, like, why are you at this person? What is it that you're not trying to focus on with yourself? So now you can get time, you can take a minute to work on you. Like, you so busy trying to deal with them, focus on self. And when you look up, okay, if you work on 3 things for you, I guarantee you, your desire to make that person change or do it your way will get lessons. It'll lessen by 3. How about that? A 3 by 3, baby. We're going to call that the 3 by 3, okay? Hey, the 3 by 3. Yeah, because it just blows my mind. And the sad thing about it is, a lot of times these type of people be the ones that don't even know how to express themselves, don't even know how to say what's really on their mind or heart, or what they need from you as a person, as a friend in a relationship. Like, what I need from you, what can what is it that I would like for you to do? You don't even know how to say that. So you so pissed off because to say all that is what? Do that make you look weak? I will hope not. Because closed mouths don't get fed. We done heard that all of our lives. Closed mouths do not get fed. And if I don't want to say what I need, then how the hell can you assist me? I told you, communication is the key to life. Understand me? Communication, that is. It's the key to life. You can't live out here. You can't make it out here without communication. And if you think about what I just said on this format, on this in this standpoint versus where I just said it at a few minutes ago, which was, guess what, the communication is the key to life. But guess what? You can't do nothing out here without being able to communicate and relate that to someone as to what you need. And if you don't do that, then what? You die. You can't get water, food, nothing if you don't know how to speak that to someone to assist you if you cannot get it for yourself. If you are fearful of stepping out on your own. Whatever the case is, say what you need to say and mean what you say. But everything dies without communication. People, relationships, food, everything. If you don't know your job detail is to water the goddamn field of crops, and the other one don't know he got to put down whatever seeds. How the hell do we eat? Nothing can thrive without communication, people. Either way, I told you how that was the key to life because I just gave you death on each end if you're not communicating. And that's what most of it be in most cases. Somebody's pissed off with somebody because they don't know how to communicate. And I'm sorry, y'all, but my light keeps flickering in and out on this, and I was trying to block that for the glare. But yeah, and it just blows my mind. So I had to come on here and I had to talk about this because it really hurt me to hear these things happening and just to see everything that be going on around you and enough of the pointing fingers and making this person that person. Look at you, own you and do better by you. That's all you can do. I didn't say better by them. I said do better by you. Own you in it, do better by you in it, and that is all you can do. And if you've done that, I guarantee you're going to get a 3x3. Didn't I say that's going to be the thing? The 3x3, babe. Guess what? 3 for you, 3 for you, minus the desire to manipulate and control this one coming back to you. That's a 3x3. Okay? And you got 3 reasons to fix you, and then 3 reasons that you would lessen your reigns or desire or need to manipulate, finesse, and control. Trying to get over and all that. Don't do that. Just clearly say, hey, do you think you can we talk about something? Hey, I've been thinking, or I feel like this. And I just wanted to throw that out there to you because I don't want to rush around in my own thoughts about what it is. I'm asking you. What is it? Where are we? Who are we? What are we doing? If that's a case of relationship. If it's a case of, hey, I know I owe you an apology. I kind of snapped off the other night. Whatever the situation is, just talk about it. Put it out there. And if you did it, say, I'm wrong. I apologize. But be truthful about your apology. If you truly apologize, you truly apologize. And all you can do at that moment is a person allow you to do better, or you make sure you make it your business to do better for you. That's your 3 back. You feel me? Because now it lessens the reins off you even needing them to apologize to you at all for what they've done. But people have to walk away. They got to heal their wounds. Sometimes that's just like in the wild. You see animals in the wildlife, and certain animals you can't go over and help save them and help rescue them or whatever you need. Some are not going to let you near them because when they've been hurt and wounded, they can go through that fearful moment of everything where they don't know if you're going to hurt them again. So they have to go away. Some go away because they rather take care of their own wounds. So you got to let it be. If you are the guilty party in this situation, you should be making it right by going in the mirror and finding 3. 3 for you. 3 from you for you. Fix them and then take them 3 back off the reins with that person. You're getting a 3 for 3. Either way, fix it. And I'm promising y'all, I don't know what to say on this with this our younger generation. It really blows my mind. I'm real tired of seeing this, and I'm talking on every spectrum of the globe, people. And we got to do something with these young folks, people. Excuse me, y'all. We have to do something with them, okay? We got to have conversations with them. We got to get on our knees for them. You have to pray for them, We can't, and I apologize. We cannot just sit by and allow our young people to keep doing what they're doing. And I know I had put this out here, and it was a challenge. I had put out a challenge for each one of us to grab a hold for the next 30 days, and we can just get the one a day, 1 in 30. I don't care. I said if we get to one that we can reach and plant a seed, I asked y'all to please reach out and do that. And if you are doing that, then guess what? I expect to see a beautiful change. Because if you got nephews, and I'm going to say, you got 3 nephews, then I know for a fact you're going to have about 6 additional nephews, even if you gave each one of them 2 close buddies, right? Look what you just did. Having a conversation in the backyard with those fellas. Yeah, that's 6. Yeah. And your nephews, you just planted how many seeds in one moment? Just that one encounter. I didn't say go in and sit down and preach them a sermon and whoop on them or nothing. No, I just said when you're around, please, I'm giving a challenge. I did it before and I'm doing it again. I challenge each and every one of my adult people that's been right here with me. And guess what? I know I've been gone. It's been a lot going on, and we'll get into all that. But I had to go right here tonight about these lives that are being lost. This woman that lost her life from her man, her lover. The one that's supposed to protect her and love her. I don't know what happened in the situation, but I do know she's gone. I have another sister girl that is gone by way of her lover. I think this is about four now. Now, like I said, me and Trish, I knew Trish when I grew up on Knox Place and we were teenagers and things like that. We spoke, and I had recently seen her last year. Matter of fact, I saw her again a few months back up here in the carryout. And we spoke, but we didn't hang out. You know what I'm saying? But we grew up in the same arena, the same space and circles. So that means we came up together because we all knew each other in passing, even if we had our own cliques, right? However, and then this gentleman is connected to family members that I'm saying, wow, this is crazy. Because now I'm thinking about them over here and how they may feel knowing like what just happened. What did you just do? My parent, what did you do? Now you got to think about what you're going to say to your babies and the other people that you now have got to face. You got to face these people and yourself. Because like I said, when I had the one with these 2 over here that killed, they said the other one, man, it was horrible, guys. And the things you overkilled this one. And we not ever saw it coming. And it was crazy. And your heart just sitting there like, wow. I mean, I can only imagine. I'm already devastated about the loss of this one. And these 2 supposed to be like this. And I'm feeling for the one that's going to wake up in a jail cell and trying to wrap around their head. What are you saying? What are you saying to me? What? And what happened? Can you only just imagine that? Do that for me. If you would sit down for a minute and imagine, just take a little moment and have your own little scenario for 2 seconds before you go out and do some wild stuff. Imagine coming to off of your rage or anger or your high or your intoxication or whatever your thing is. And you wake up in a place and you say, hold up, you said I did what? Oh no, I can't believe this. I didn't mean to do that. That's not what I was trying to do. What can you do? Everything you say at that moment will not even matter because there's no turning back now. You can't bring them back. And you can't even still process how the hell, what are these people saying that I did to this person, somebody I'm supposed to love? That is crazy. Even when it comes down to somebody that you don't even know, you're beefing for people that no longer exist from a disagreement that they probably did, just like I said when it came to back in my generation, where they were rival neighborhoods or whatever, but they fought it out, and before you knew it, they was making peace, and each hood was good. I remember that one. And I know for a fact it's still some little situations and areas that should not be. But we gotta come on, man. We gotta get it together, y'all. Ooh, but Lord, that felt real good. I promise you, because I needed to get that out. And I've been walking around just saying, listen, it's just a lot. It's a whole lot. And I wanted to come on and I wanted to get that out. And I didn't really want to, you know, my whole thing was I wanted to do this a lot earlier because I have a couple more that I need to talk about, and but this one, it blew my mind, y'all. And I swear, I just had to say something because this has to stop. It really does, and I don't mean no harm. That domestic violence stuff is like cut it out, cut it out. There's no need for it. And I'm not taking no man, this woman, that. I'm speaking in general to people right now. If you are in a relationship, just know, first and foremost, relationships is work. It's about a building. You are building a foundational relationship once you start to walk into one. Okay? So each person has a technique on how they do what they do in their craft to build something beautiful. Is the plan. Now, if you decide to lock on your end any point of that contractual agreement that you all have made, whether it's a marriage or friendship, or I mean, just that moving, not just friendship. You have a friendship, and then you have the relationship moving into your matrimony, prayerfully. However, just know we both signed up, and if you check out on your end of the deal, I have a right to buy you out, walk away, or cut you out, however you want to do it. And that does not mean cut you out, physically erase your life. If you did the harm to me and you walked off, I'm gonna let you walk off because I need to make sure I examine me and I get me together. You understand? And if it's anything that was said and done, I have to check for it. And if it's mine, I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna work on it. You prayerfully will do the same. If I decide to walk away from you and you're standing, please don't want to hurt me. Please don't want to don't take me out just because I need to walk away and get myself or heal my wounds. Don't do it. It's not okay. And people have a right to get tired. I mean, and if you hurting them, you disrespecting them, you mistreating them, you abusing them, you're taking them for granted in advance. Don't do that. Because they're gonna get tired. Nobody's gonna do that, because if you're growing in yourself and you're walking away when you need to at times, and you're licking your wounds and you're caring for yourself, and you're gonna come back. They're gonna come back different, and most of the time they're gonna come back a little better. So you gotta give it an opportunity to see where it goes. You can't be that angry and pissed off that you want to just hurt somebody. That's not cool, people. And I'm gonna challenge y'all for the last time. I need you to please get with some of these young folks Talk to these young folks. Just have a conversation with your own nieces, nephews, little cousins, or what have you, to find out like what's your ear to the ground type movement and see what's going on out there. So if you can't do nothing but plant a seed right there in your niece or your nephew as you're talking to them, you're putting them on point, but you're also allowing them to carry that seed with them. So wherever they go, they may very well say, God, hey, I held on to this mustard seed. I'm gonna let me pass it on to you. Cause he has grown to the level that he can give that to someone else. Just come on, we gotta shift this thing. We gotta do better. I love you guys. I miss you, and I am so glad that I came on tonight because it's a whole nother conversation that need to be had. I promise you, okay? But I am a little exhausted because I've been up since 3:30 this morning, and I wanted to talk to you. And I said I need to because I was getting a little discouraged. You know, I was draining. I was getting low in my vibration, and I had to call on. I got to tell y'all this real quick. I had to call on a sister, okay, and I was talking to her, and she has a YouTube channel. It's Coco Ethnic Eats, okay. Check her out. My girl, I love her. That's my girl, and she kicked me. She kicked my butt real good, right? She gave me no excuses to get on a pity pot about anything and whatever. I said, okay, I'm taking it. I'm gonna take everything. And I need that. You know, but and I don't mean no harm, y'all. Like, even in the midst of sometimes you're gonna sit in a place where you can feel almost not, I ain't gonna say alone, because like I tell you, I keep company with me, but sometimes you can be in a lonely state where you feel like, wow, it's like I'm just with me. Like, where's everybody? And you know, you can start to you get a little whatever if you don't have somebody there to give it to you. And if you want who gives you're kind of looking out for your people and you're giving them what you need, you gotta have somebody, you gotta have it pouring back into you, right? Bottom line. And let me say this, that's the same thing for a relationship, right? You can't just be taking emotionally, mentally, physically. And then when they ain't got enough to give, that ain't enough either. And then you want to act out and talk to them any kind of way and be nasty, mean, and ornery. You can't do that. You can't do that. Because now, guess what? While you doing all that, while you taking, you're pouring back in a bunch of venom into them. Because if it's just you and them, whatever you pull it from, you better be pouring back into. So if you're not getting whatever kindness that person is giving you, you should be receiving that and giving it back into them so that you can be in harmony with one another. That's why I said, you know, I just been looking at everything. And there's been so many other things going on. And then there's some personal things going on in my life. But I'm going to get into all that. I'm not afraid. Y'all know me. I talk. You know, I'm going to talk about me and I'm going to talk about facts. I'm going to talk about what it is. However, I was like, well, each time I just said, man, I'll do it this day. I'm going to do it that day. Because mentally, I have to just rest. And, you know, I told y'all before, sometimes we have to just take a break, just rest. And I did do those things. But however, I called my sister on the phone today and I said, oh, I'm going to call her. And I told her, I said, sis, I love you and I need you. She said, look, goddamn it, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear this. Why your ass ain't this? She was on my ass, right? And I was like, wow, okay, I'm going to take all my hits, though. I'm taking all my hits. I did not dodge. I said, you right. When it came to my YouTube channel, she said, you not, where you been? I said, man, it's been a lot going on. But guess what? In the midst of everything y'all heard me say, she got on my ass, she kicked my butt, she gave me an assignment tonight, and that was to get on here and talk to you guys. And I promise you, I didn't know where I was going, but that had to be one that came out of me. And I'm glad it did because it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on, and you won't hear me say that all the time. But I love you guys, and I thank you so much. I thank y'all for being here. I thank you for the support. Sis, I love you. I love you, Coco Delight. That is her name, Ethnic Eats. But yeah, I will be coming back, and you may see me again in a few minutes because I have something else to talk about. But we'll see where it goes. Smooches. Please do me a favor, guys. please like, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and share with a friend. And I'll see you soon.